Weeks ago, this commission upheld the preliminary site plan for a Gate service station. I wonder in the past year, how many of you all actually in your conversation with family or friends actually ever have called it a service station? I doubt any of you have. At the last meeting, Mr. Mayor, you brought out the evidence from the hearing in a 6-inch high, 3-ring binder notebook. And you also, on the other side, pointed that there was no evidence that you showed at the last meeting from the appellants. I would tell you, Mr. Mayor, if I was here and you would allow me, I'd have gone to the notebook and I'd have pulled out 4 pieces of paper. I was there. I was an eyewitness. I'd have gone to the notebook and I'd have pulled out 4 pieces of paper. I was there. I was an eyewitness. 19 years ago, I showed up in this city with this piece of paper in May of 1997 with 101 seats. And the people here were gracious, said, Mr. D, that's awesome. That's a worthy project, and we think you need to look at our ordinances. Our ordinance suggests you need 1 parking place for every 2 seats, 51 parking places. While I got the information from him, he said you're also going to need a variance. A variance requires that you go before the Community Development Board and you go before the City Commission, which I did. And the other piece of paper that I grabbed out of your notebook, Mr. Reeves, would have been where it says parking and seating has to adhere to the ordinances of Atlantic Beach, hence 51 parking places. The last piece of paper I'd have gotten out of your notebook, Mr. Reeves, is a deed. This is the Gate deed. It's the deed they took over from the prior owner. This is a deed that this variance right here attaches forever, for perpetuity, to this variance. It doesn't go anywhere. 4 pieces of paper. That's all we've ever needed. You've got a deed that's not only recorded in your minutes, you've got a deed that's reflected by Gate Petroleum. The deed recognizes the variance. Why don't you? 1 year ago, approximately, the Gate representative for the first time stood right here, and issued the mantra that Gate Petroleum has had for 1 year. 1 year. Compensatory damages. AKA, we're going to sue you. We're big, we're strong, we're well-connected, we're powerful. We are too big to fail. Get used to it. Get along with the program. We all know at the end of the day with Gate Petroleum, all we are is a pushpin on a map. And when Gate Petroleum has enough pushpins, someone else other than a local friendly company like Gate is going to own that store, if that store is ever built. We've got 2 choices at the Beach Diner. We can defend our property rights, or we can give in to the bully. We can pull the sheets over our head, let the world pass us by, and call it a day. But we're going to stand with the citizens of this community. 90% of the people in this community understand what the quality of life and the culture that's been created in Atlantic Beach through these years is more meaningful than giving in. If any of you are wondering, perhaps, whether Beach Diner by this Friday will file an appeal, the answer to that is yes. If any of you are further thinking that Beach Diner may file a separate lawsuit, the answer to that is yes. Barry Adib has never filed a lawsuit in his life, not personally or not corporately, but we will file a lawsuit on Friday and we will appeal. We've been pushed around long enough, not going to be pushed around anymore. We're going to stand with the citizens of the community that understand what it's like when you develop something that's totally uncalled for, unneeded, unwanted, traffic, safety. It's going to be a nightmare. They get it. At the end of the day, I wish you all get it. But we're going to stand with the citizens of this community. Thank you very much.